What's up, everyone? Flashcraft. That's right, it's Beau here from Flash TV Talk, and I am in my secret lair because a lot has been going on. A very lot has been going on. As you can see behind me, we've got our grand evil master plan behind us. Step 1, build secret lair. Done, done, done. 2, get netherite, get evil. Yeah, that might be closer to being done than I realized it would be at this stage of the game. Step 3, which is question mark, and then step 4, world domination. So this has been going insanely well. Not necessarily because of evil, but because of generosity. Look at this. So we actually gathered up enough netherites through trading and dealing and that kind of thing, to be able to kind of complete the Netherite Throne as it is. My kind of evil, I guess machine, the thing that corrupts, you kind of sit on it, you contemplate things and you come up with evil schemes. And as you can see, the layer is kind of looking a little bit more, it's not done. It's certainly not done, but it is starting to kind of come together. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. So I have been making some deals with basically doing a lot of going to the end and using the additional time that I have right now, thanks to Beall working on the exterior of the Legion of Doom. I've been going to the end and gathering up as many resources as I can. Specifically, wings. That's right. Elytras, whatever you call them. Those are a hot commodity right now, and yours truly is the only shop in town that is loaded up on elytras. And the cost is not cheap. If you want them, you don't spend diamonds, you spend netherite. And so as you can see, people have been spending the netherite. So get netherite. I think actually, I don't want to say it's done yet, because I feel like the more netherite I collect, the more evil I become. At least this is the theory. We're still kind of working to see if that theory happens. But because we have now so much netherite, the throne is looking a little lackluster. I mean, it's a little small by comparison, right? Like we got more to play with. So I am thinking the Netherite Throne needs to have a little bit more of it needs to look a little bit more grandiose. So let's see what we come up with. Okay, so yeah, I do like the pedestal, and I like kind of the lightning, pseudo lightning bolt going up. I've kind of been messing around with the floor, as you can see, with kind of like levels. I want to kind of give that cave floor type of feel. Yeah, let's just go ahead and I guess we just need to go ahead and start removing things. Okay. Do I want to keep? I kind of like having the light at the center. I mean, it's covered up by like the, quote unquote cushion. It's just a stone slab, but it still kind of provides a little bit of light here. I'm also kind of curious. Let's see what this all looks like. We'll just kind of stack it up, I think, to the side. Now, is it cheating if, like, technically this was, quote unquote done, but obviously there was one cobblestone, because it was like the one spot you couldn't see. I mean, it's technically it's a cover up. It's like an evil cover up. So yeah, this is looking good. Also, I'm digging kind of using these little magma block looking things. I mean, you got kind of like the negative speed force, kind of almost like seeping into Mount Zoom is kind of the mindset there. And ideally kind of surrounding, or at least descending upon the Netherite Throne. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay, but the throne itself. I just realized we've got so much of this. We may need to move this little apparatus. I don't really know what it is. It's kind of like I wanted like a sci-fi, kind of almost like this thing where like it's like harvesting the evil ideas or something of that nature. We may need to just increase the overall ceiling as well in order to accommodate what I have in mind and make it still feel grandiose. Because I mean, I feel like if the throne takes up all this space, then it's going to end up almost kind of feeling claustrophobic, and I don't think that's what we want. By the way, you may have noticed this light over here. So I actually am going to show you what that light means. Probably after we'll get the throne done, and then I'll show you about that light. At one point, I had this idea of like pillars, like maybe some chains from the ceiling kind of holding down pillars around the throne. And I don't know, that might be something to consider if, as the netherite continues to flow in. But for right now, I don't know. We'll have to see how much we have left when this is all said and done. Funny thing is, actually, I thought that I would have more of a, and I might, but I thought that I would have more of a platform or kind of some sort of storage space for all the netherite blocks that, looks kind of cool. Maybe like a vault or something of that nature. But ultimately, once I started coming in so fast that I realized, okay, well, let me just place it right here on this kind of pseudo kind of barrier field, force field type of place. Okay. All right. I'm digging it. Should we? Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Look at that. Okay. Wow. I'm digging it. All right. So I guess we need to kind of, we're still lacking. This is good. This is good. I was worried that there was some concern that we might actually end up having leftover netherite and then not needing more. But no, we actually do need more. I think probably one right there and one right there to kind of collect that. We need to lift this up as well, because as I said, it does look a little claustrophobic. Actually, you know what actually would make this pretty epic? Fire! This chair is on fire! Oh. It is. It's on fire. Yes. Yes. Oh, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. The Netherite Throne is looking evil and epic. This is how we get evil. This is how we get evil. This is what we need. Because Flashcraft Earth 2 needs a villain, and I am that villain, ladies and gentlemen. And this Netherite Throne, this is doing it. This is going to make me the villain that Earth 2 deserves. Not for me, but for the good people of Flashcraft. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did you guys come from? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys are zombie villagers. Uh-oh. Okay, so what I haven't told you yet is that up above Mount Zoom, we now have an iron farm. That is what I was alluding to earlier, and that is what we're about to go check out here in just a second. I came down to the lower parts. No, what? No! No! I came down to the lower parts because that's where my crafting table is. Like, there's a whole second layer to the, it's like a whole second level, rather, to the secret layer. And yeah, the fact that there are zombie villagers down here makes me a little nervous that something might be wrong with the iron farm. Hopefully not. I don't technically know how villagers work still. That is still the case. And while I'm going down to do the crafting, this tunnel right here, this tube system right here, is a down elevator. Okay, the fact that the light's going off that's good. That's very good. Yoink. Boom. And then now we're down to the bottom level. And here we go. We don't have like an elevator up system, but we do have an elevator down system, just because I typically need to get down here faster than I need to get back up. Okay, yeah, there we go. That way it's not just like floating. You have a little bit of texture throughout. I guess when you're on the side, you do see the netherrack, which is not necessarily the best. But I mean, like, ideally my minions and or subjects and or enemies will be brought to me and they will be standing right here. And they'll not like be like looking around to the side being like, oh, look, there's another rack right there. No. They will be standing here. There's actually, if I can think back to like the earliest moments when I was conceiving this, I think there actually is a trap door somewhere under here. It'd be great if I had some means of like a button on the chair that I could just push. Oops. That I could like just push and then they would fall down like Jabba the Hutt style. That would be pretty awesome. It'd be pretty evil. See, these are the ideas that come to you when you're in the netherite chair. The Netherite Throne. All right, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you what this is all about. So as I mentioned, yeah, iron farm up top. It looks to be working just great. The cool thing is that there's a system back here that deposits the iron from the top of Mount Zoom and brings it all the way down. And I get this little flash notification light to let me know that, yay, it's working. So whenever that lights up, it means that something's coming down and it's all good. I'm guessing that those villagers that we saw earlier, or rather those zombie villagers, are not my guys. That my guys are all okay. They're all doing fine. Yay, and there they are, and there's another iron dude that's going down into the machine. Ah! Okay. All right, there we go. Yes, so as you can see, it's working great. It's working really, really great. So we've got our villagers up there. This design, I can't credit the original person who came up with the design, because this is basically the design that Beall is using that I am sure he got off of YouTube. But let me tell you, this has been super effective. I have really enjoyed this. I had another iron farm design that was just failing all over the place. That is not the case here. This has been working very, very well. So kudos to whomever came up with this. The nice thing is as you can see, my saloon, which unfortunately I have not even touched since getting the thing set up. I've been just so into the secret lair. Like, becoming evil is it's become a full-time job. And I mean, like, it's good because we're making Mount Doom or rather the Legion of Doom, and that needs to be a focus. But yeah, I haven't touched the saloon, so that got started and really hasn't, I haven't touched it. It is in the exact same state it was before. But this is coming. I've just been digging the Mount Zoom. It's been fun. And also now I can work on it while also having iron brought to me, which is just great. I want to kind of figure out what other farms maybe I can plug in. Maybe Mount Zoom ends up becoming kind of like the farm system or something of that nature. Like I AFK on the throne and all of, my resources are kind of brought to me. That would be amazing. While also coming up with evil schemes. And yeah. And then the saloon, the mega saloon, the mansion saloon, the saloon mansion, saloon palace, whatever this will end up being, I'm looking forward to this. Like, it's kind of one of those deals. I made this in my creative world, in my testing creative world, and I made like it looks so awesome and super cool, and I had so much fun doing it. And the funny thing is, now that I'm back in survival, I haven't found the motivation yet to actually remake it here. I think maybe once you work on a big project like that, you maybe lose a little bit of your passion for it because you feel like you've already done it, even though you haven't done it in survival yet. So perhaps there's a lesson here. But regardless, this is going to come in the future. And you know what? Before we sign off, there is actually one last thing I feel like we need to talk about. Because last week, as you recall, something happened. I was attacked. I got all my stuff back. I mean, like, I didn't get my stuff back, but I definitely got stuff back. I went, it was part of my whole going to the end world and getting resources and all that kind of great things. So I'm back in flying and working order here. However, it does not negate the fact that I was attacked. Because I was. And it has come to my attention that I am not the only one. You see, over at Central City, our little trade center, our little trade city or trade town, whatever you want to call it, we kind of lovingly call it Central City. Things have been changing. There's been updates, new building structures and apparatuses, as you can see. But this right here, for one thing, this bridge is new. But this was discovered. Will brought this to everyone's attention. Names of the slain. Now, obviously, by the time this video goes live, we will no longer be in September. So this is, when I'm recording now, we're still in September. But point is, this was a few days ago. This was like not even a week ago. September 11th. Yeah, that's right. I was killed on September 11th, 2020. You all saw it. I was streaming at the time. Fox, little to anybody's knowledge except for Fox, was killed a few days later, and then Will himself assassinated. ladies and gentlemen, we have an assassin here on Flashcraft. And that's concerning. It's not just concerning to me, it's concerning to everybody. So, you know what? It's okay. We got together. Now, of course, no one is admitting to who is, doing these things. However, we decided that we need a system. We are in desperate need of governance. That's become clear. Aside from the fact that, by the way, we are still at war with the creepers. We now have an assassin that is theoretically one of us. I think it's safe to assume that's the case. There's no one else here. And so that's a problem. So we've developed something, as you can see behind me, which is our voting booth. We now have a means. We don't necessarily have, direct leadership. We are still kind of I wouldn't say we're an anarchy or anything of that nature, but, we've got our first development of governance here. And as kind of a test, we had our first proposition, which was Prop 001 War Office, which passed 3-2. A new war office will be established to aid in the fight against the creepers, and with attacks expected as payment from all Flashcrafters. So, so we actually have expanded out the trade center here. The city is kind of growing out into the desert area, and this is the site of our future war office, which we all voted to and passed 3-1. So, yeah. Now, the way that it's worked out so far, we've discussed this, is that any new laws or propositions, we're all going to kind of rotate turns in terms of who wants to put forth new propositions. But this is kind of our first step towards governance, which apparently is going to be very, very important because, again, we have an assassin on the server who is out here killing us, and that is a problem. So, yeah. There you go. I wanted to make sure you were aware of that. Get updated with what's going on. Be on the lookout. I don't know when the assassin will hit or strike. I know that I got PTSD. The fact that now I can just kind of fall freely in my own Mount Zoom. It took a lot of therapy sessions. Not going to lie. This is expensive. I feel like the assassin actually may owe me some therapy bills. Yeah. You know what? I think that's fair. So yeah, be on the lookout. Be sure to check out the other Flashcrafters streams and everything, and let's see if we can figure out who this Flashcrafter is. One last thing I'll make mention of before signing out here, and that's the date situation, because I know that these videos come out, probably about a month later. Like they're recorded, and then a month later is when the video comes out. I am starting to work on trying to get things, I don't know, a little bit closer in so that maybe they don't have to have quite the delay. For one thing, it's just fun for us from the Flashcrafter standpoint to kind of see things that recently occurred, but at the same time, it's also fun to go back and be like, oh yeah, Lord of the Shulkers, that was fun. I don't know what to expect there, but I can say that if you follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TheRealBeauYork, that's how you'll get the most up-to-date stuff and find out what's going on. Whereas the videos are always going to have a little bit of a delay there. So yeah, just wanted to kind of keep you updated with that. So there you go. The Netherite Throne is composed. The secret layer is coming together. And you know what? It's probably long overdue for me to head over to the Legion of Doom and really start getting to work on some of the interior design. So hopefully, next video we'll be doing that. Stay tuned to find out. And until next time, bye!